there, me hearties, and welcomes to another Chatterware tutorial. For now we're talking. Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome. This is a tutorial indeed for Now We're Talking version 1.03. And this is different in that we've now introduced NPC phases, which means your characters can have more than one conversation list. So effectively we have a list of conversations that the character can enjoy. So to do that we're using Cinti Studios Polygon Pirates pack. These assets from these guys are just beautiful, and this character works really well with Now We're Talking, as do all the Cinti characters. So let's have a look. Here he is. Here's the captain himself. We've got him here in the scene window. What we want to do is look at his route. Here's the route, and okay, just a quick note here. The scale is 0.01. That's quite small. Normally it's 1.0. So we will have to make an adjustment with Now We're Talking in a little while, but let's get there first. What we're going to do is find the root is the base bone of the armature, which is how all the animation happens on the character. And what we need to do is go up the spine, find the head bone. Here's the neck, so it should be at the top of the neck. There it is, head bone, and you can see it here in the scene window. So what we're going to do is select the head bone. Like that. Go to the Now We're Talking prefab inside Now We're Talking folder, not the demo prefab but the Now We're Talking prefab, and we're just going to grab that and drop it straight onto the head, and here it is on the head bone. Now you can see that it's at 000000111, so that's the parent object, and the parent has some child objects which we'll have a quick look at. Now we're talking NWT_play audio. That's the game object you activate to make the speech work. We'll just leave it turned off for now. Here's the LipsPivot. This is the most important object, and it should be actually zeroed out. I don't know why it's obviously been playing with it, so let's just zero this out. And oh yeah, because this root is so small, this scale needs to be, I had a play before, it needs to be about 150, and if I select that now, that should be about the right scale. Let's just zoom in on the actual, oh there's the mouth, you can see the actual object, it's there, it's about 90 degrees off, so just rotate it round. That'll vary depending on the models that you use. Here it is then. So normally you'll find that when you rotate the LipsPivot, those adjustments by the way were made on the LipsPivot, not the Now We're Talking prefab, the LipsPivot itself. And you can see we've rotated it and we've scaled it, and it's appeared just about in the right place. Now sometimes it appears inside the mouth, inside the head mesh, other times it's a bit wide or forward of it, so we just move it back using the LipsPivot transform. Just move it back and just move it up and down until you're happy with the actual final position. So if I get the camera, let's just pull back a little bit, and I'm going to select the camera, and I'm going to go to the game view, and I'm going to use Shift Control F to zoom us in, and then we'll do a little play. So we'll just run the editor, and actually that's not too bad. That's not too bad, I would say. Happy with the position. It looks a little ski-whiff, so we might just make a little adjustment to the rotation. So to do that, obviously do it in the scene view, but do it on the LipsPivot object. So we'll just the tiniest little rotation there. Now we've made a little adjustment, so the LipsPivot transform is now different to where it was. So we're going to copy those parameters and then stop Unity and paste them back in. If you don't do that, when you stop Unity, you'll lose those actual parameters. So that should now be about where we want it. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Right, the next thing we need to do is add the voices. We've got the mouth, it's in position. We now need to add the voices. So select the Now We're Talking prefab again that's on the head, and let's open up MPC phases, and we'll see here this is different to the earlier version of Now We're Talking. We just used to have Now We're Talking clips, and that was one conversation. Now we've got a list of conversations. This list is called MPC phases, and at the minute the size is 0. So let's put 2 lists in so that we can have 2 separate conversations. And you'll see straight away we've got two sets of lists, element 1 here and element 2. Let's just element 0 and element 1, because it's obviously computer speak, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll open up element 0 and we'll type a name for this. We'll call it Pirate Captain 001, and I'll grab that and we'll add that to the phase name for the second one, but we'll increment it. We'll call it the phase name for the second one will be Pirate Captain 002. So we've got 2 conversations and we've got 2 lists for samples here, and this first list there, we're going to go into the Pirates audio inside Now We're Talking and the Pirates one, and we're going to get these. Actually what we'll do, we'll just padlock Now We're Talking so that we can move things around. We'll grab these 5 pirate speech clips and we'll drag them into where's the first list? That one. So what you do is you drag them onto the sample list, and if you've got 5 you could just type 5 in. So we'll do it the other way. We've got 2 for the girl, so instead of dragging them in, you could drag them in onto that list there. You see how it's got the little plus sign? But I think what we'll do is we'll put 2 in there like that, and then we'll drag each one into each slot. The other way of doing it, of course, is using the file selector and just pull them out through Unity's interface there. Now, so we've got phase 1 and phase 2, but none of them are set to play yet. So let's set the first one to play. And now, when we run Now We're Talking, we get our captain and we find the Now We're Talking play audio object, and we can activate it, and we should see a little bit of audio speech occur. Excellent. Now that was the first Pirate Mate A001. To play B001, you simply deactivate Now We're Talking play audio and reactivate it. And reactivate it.
Where's the rum?
And again.
Where's the rum?
Now, let's swap over to the female and we'll carry on. This is a new conversation.
Ooh-ar, where's the rum? Ooh-ar. Ooh-ar, where's the rum? Ooh-ar.
And as you can see, it's looping around. And again, if we go back to phase 1.
Arr! Arr! Where's the rum?
Now, there we have it. That's all working. Let's close up the phases. We've got those sorted. Let's just have a very quick look at the different shape mouths. Because we've got allow mouth data presets ticked here, when we move mouth data presets slider, you'll see there are 3 versions, and if you watch the mouth it will change. So there's a square mouth, there's a very sort of cartoony mouth, and then there's this more realistic one. Let's try the square mouth, and here we go.
where's the rum?
Okay, and let's try another voice.
Arr! Arr! Arr!
So by varying these mouth settings,
Arr! Where's the rum?
you can get a different look and feel for each character.
Where's the rum?
Excellent. Well, that's the very basics of getting started with Now We're Talking. Hope that made sense. And if you have any questions, please join us on the Discord. And hopefully we'll be able to help you all out. Thanks very much for watching. This has been the tutorial for version 1.03. And hope you've enjoyed it and learned something. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you next time on Now We're Talking. Or I should do it in pirate, shouldn't I? Now We're Talking. Thanks very much. Bye for now.